It should be locked. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, we lit?
Yeah.
Oh, going live for no heads up from now on? Okay.
I've been giving you heads up for the last 7 minutes.
I mean, we were just doing mic checks. And all of a sudden we're live.
You sound great.
Apparently. Apparently. That sound great. What's up, y'all? Get to your seat. Let's talk about it. I'm pumped up today. No Diddy, and I'm ready to go. Man, we got stuff to talk about, don't we? Or do we? You know, I ain't no Frozen Bros gonna, we're gonna talk about it.
We always gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it. We're not gonna not talk about it. We're gonna hear our opinion. We feel like it's needed, it's warranted, and we want to give it. Pause. Let everybody get to your seat. Let y'all get to your seat. Forgot to charge the laptop today, y'all. So mind me, Froze has this little ass phone. So I'll be reading the comments, but if you see me looking down, it's because I'm reading. It's because I'm reading. I don't have my, if your friends won't tell you, Frozy, well, I don't have my big computer in front of me today.
Left it in the wheel.
Yeah, I wasn't going back to get it. It's hot outside. It's
Mr.
hot
James,
outside.
you got to pay that bill, Mr. James.
Are you
Got to pay that tab.
Yeah, Mr. James, you gotta go there. Yeah, you gotta go get that right. Get that right. Shout out to all the mods, shout out to all the members. Biz, I see you.
Biz.
Biz, the only mod in the building right now.
Besides me.
There you go. Juice member for 5 months. Shout out to Juice, big
Yo,
Juice.
Juice.
Yes, sir. Salute mods, chats, Frozen Bros. Richmond in the zone, absolutely. Few days to that 6 months back. Okay, holla. Okay, you been rocking. Oh, AK said, I'm her, fellas. He from St. Louis today. He said, I'm her.
AK, what it do?
I'm her. Now, we got a host of topics to talk about today. Yes, we're going to talk about the Yoshi G situation. Here she goes in another scandal. Yoshi G, headlines again. Yosh, we're going to talk about that too. You're finding yourself in all the highlight tapes for the wrong reasons. We need to fix that. We're also going to talk about this time discrepancy thing that's been dominating the weekend. Well, the last 24 hours, because this Still Outside event from Detroit. Shout out to them brothers out there, Calico and his whole team. They put together a pretty entertaining card.
Mr. James, DM me your Cash App. I'll pay your bill for you.
That's love. Milwaukee in the building. Shout out to the Mill. Right? We're going to talk about Tay Roc and Bill Collector. Boy, was that a storied battle. Didn't see that one. Actually, yes, I did. Yes, I did.
That battle was electrifying.
Battle was electrifying.
For sure.
Shitting me. And in all, Calico, battle rappers. It's not like we haven't seen this before, but man, the tide is turning. I don't know if you see it. I'm ahead of the curve, no Diddy. I'm trying to tell you, I see it. I see it. It's changing. The power is shifting around here.
Why we gotta...
You want to be, listen, we sell no pause bro shirts. All right? We don't sell no pause fro shirts. We sell no pause bro shirts.
I got a new segment I think I want to do.
Okay.
You with me?
Talk to me. Do me a favor before you start that. Hit my music.
I keep a G in the way that I walk. I keep a G in the way that I talk. They came to me when they needed the rail. I came to me when I needed support. Same ones was happy, it looked like the end. They came to me when they needed a start. I never needed a reason to be anything other than what I've been from the start. You are now tuned in. You about to walk with Frozy. If I said it, then I meant it. You already know, you know me. Started from the bottom, always been a product who gon' control me. It's nothing but real ones around me. It's Mr. Montgomery County.
Frozy, welcome back to the channel, man. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see we. Frozen Bros, we back in the building with the Monday edition. I am your host, Frozen. I have my co-host as always.
Big bros, big bros.
Big bros, big bros. It's big bros. Now, real quick, before we get to what Bros wanted to tell us, he said he's got a new segment.
Yeah. Tell me what you think
I saw
about
the
it.
comment, Froze, I need you to beat Av. I got my money on it. Money well spent. We'll talk about that to do today before we shut the show down. A little segment for Don Marino. And we're going to talk about a little bit of ad before we get out of here after we get done the show.
Okay.
New segment.
Yeah. I think anytime, because you leave us with so much material on this website, I think we should do a crazy tweet from Froze. Tweet of the day. Crazy tweet of the day from Froze.
You have one a day?
I do.
Okay, all right.
I do.
So every time we go live on the show, we're going to find a tweet.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it, or we're just going to show it?
Well, let's talk about it.
Okay,
'Cause
sure.
They could go to the Twitter and see it.
Okay, all right. So, this going to be good. I like this segment.
They could go to the Twitter and
All
see
right,
it.
talk to me.
Like, for example, you told my verse. You wanted to, and I quote, suck a Japanese Korean fart out her ass.
I told my verse that.
That's what you said.
I did.
That tweet would qualify
As this.
for this segment.
Okay, all right.
Right?
Is that the one we're using?
No, it's not the one we're using.
Oh, we got
you
another
had a good one today as of 40 minutes ago.
Hit that like button, y'all.
Now, I want to give you credit before I say anything else.
Okay.
One thing, as your bro, as your manager,
I love this show.
as your PR team,
Yeah.
right,
Best friend.
right. I'm constantly getting on you about the Twitter activity
Me too, AK.
and what should be posted, what shouldn't be, what should be said, what shouldn't be, right?
Yes.
And one of the things that you were known for in your first run, and I think you're still known for it. You tried to say that you've gotten better with it, but you haven't. You just found more clever ways to invite people to the
You're
front
dancing,
stand.
bros. You're dancing.
No, I just want to explain, right? So I want to commend you for finding as many, like, I just don't know how you have found a different way to invite anyone and everyone to the Frank stand.
Okay.
It's your number one go-to, and I can't even say it's used like consecutively because you switch it up every time.
I used to hate Me Too, Mo.
Now, your tweet was, bro, you play football for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Because you de-eating at maximum capacity.
Okay.
Now, that's the only part of the tweet I'm going to read.
Okay. Now,
Actually, no, yeah, I'm just going to read that part of the tweet.
Now, I'll tell you what, bros. I think in that particular situation you're talking about, which just happened recently on Twitter, I thought I was justified in that tweet. Okay, can I tell you why?
Go ahead.
What you didn't do was read what he said to me. Now, one thing I do is I go to check and make sure if you're a fan or somebody. Now, the particular dude that I said this to, I believe he's one of the new RBE bricks. And when I posted the time discrepancies, the clocked round times for Yoshi and Amora, he said, why did you post the times without the crowd reaction? And I said, I didn't. They both had the crowd reaction taken off. And Bull said, why are you trying to create narratives? And Bull said, well, why would that benefit Froze to make a narrative about this battle?
Yeah.
People dick ride every day, B. He was catching it from that point on.
Yeah. And then I see also...
That wasn't justified.
I see also here it says...
he attacked me.
You're trying to control the narrative, my guy. I don't know what your motives is. All I'm saying is be fair. Stop. Eggplant emoji and the bicycle.
Stop riding.
For sure.
Now, I'm real surgical. I'm real surgical with this thing, Jake.
So it's funny because I was with you 40 minutes
So
ago.
he took to the Frank stand.
He did. In all fairness, he did. Now, it's funny because I was with you 40 minutes ago, right? We was in a car together, and your head and fingers, your thumbs were going.
I was firing
You weren't
tweets off.
listening to anything I was saying.
Sure I was.
And I couldn't figure out what had your attention because you were sweating. and you had laser focus.
Yeah.
You had laser focus when creating this. I didn't know what you were doing then, but I know now what you were doing.
Yeah.
You were creating that masterpiece of a tweet.
He took it there.
The Jacksonville Jaguars, it's just such a creative way to tell somebody
I was going to tell him he tried to play baseball for the Texas Stranglers. So All right. So I like this segment.
Who?
The Texas Stranglers instead of the Texas Rangers, Texas Stranglers. All right. This is what I will say.
He asked for that.
He went there, and that's what it was. I stand on it. I got to get better, and I'll continue to try to get better in that aspect of my social media.
Because what if this guy, whatever his name is, what if he wanted to come gift the zone 100 memberships, 50 memberships, 25 memberships? You never know.
Talking to Froze like that, I don't think you want to gift any memberships. But you could be right. What if he did?
What if he did?
Fair.
It's off the table now.
I thought he was looking for some attention, and I granted him his attention.
He got it.
Now, well, that leads me into my first segment.
Okay.
Still outside. Car went down Sunday. Calico's event in Detroit, Michigan. To start off real quick, Tay Roc versus Clean did not go down. But it was not because of Clean Paper. Clean Paper, in fact, was in the building.
Yeah.
Rex had some personal issues. Whether they were health or whatever related, I won't speculate. Didn't hear much. Just know he had something going on to where he couldn't make it. The rule was it was $100 bet.
I want to applaud Rex.
Wanted to applaud Rex?
Yeah.
Why?
I thought if anybody was owed a no-show, it's Clean.
Yeah. I didn't look at it that way. But hey, you're spot on. Hit the nail on. Hey, I tell you, but this is what I will say. So karma has a weird way of rolling around. Clean's missed a lot of battles, and then here comes Rex and saying, you know what? Not battling for today. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
So I won't even speculate why Rex was there, whatever.
Well, according to Cal, Rex had hit him up 4 or 5 days ago. He had hit him up 4 or 5 days and let him know he was ill. So it wasn't like a spur of the moment thing.
Copy.
They knew.
Copy.
But again, the point still stands because I know Clean was ready for Rex.
Right.
Because that's a big battle.
Yeah.
And he coming to the hometown.
He was hanging around in the event. He looked like he was ready to battle, didn't he?
He looked like he had all 3 rounds.
Now.
And
hit that like button. Y'all share the stream. So here's the thing. First off, I want to say hats off to Calico.
Yeah.
Didn't look like that was their first event, did it?
It didn't look like it.
Looked like it was a regular ran battle event. Pretty solid to me. I was actually surprised, impressed, and want to see another event from them. The atmosphere was good. It looked controlled climate. Ill Will was a great host. He was a great post-battle. He was a great host in the battle. I was impressed. Now, real quick, before we get into some of the highlighted moments of the night, I'd like to run through the card real quick.
Shout out to Kev J. He just gifted 5 Frozenberg memberships.
Shout out to Kev J, man. Shout out to Kev J. You already know Kev ain't just no regular person. All righty. O Solo versus Black Fonz. I'll tell you what, it was entertaining. You know how O Solo battles go. I thought Black Fonz had a really good first round.
Yep.
Really fizzled off in the second and third for me.
He got light.
Yeah, he really got light, and his material really got watered down. And O Solo was O Solo all 3 rounds. But for what it was, I wasn't really up on Black Fonz. Was you?
You said was I? You asked me.
I wasn't really too knowledgeable about who Black Fonz was.
I heard the name before.
Okay. But he was serviceable. It was a good battle. I gave that battle 2-1 to Solo.
I tell you what. Shout out to the Trenches Network.
Shout out to the Trenches Network.
My man Easy.
He said, "I want one Kev."
I'm not going to grade the second and third rounds for those two because they was both ass.
Okay.
If we're going to be honest.
That's 2-1 either way for you? We don't have to sit here and dance. 2-1 either way for you?
Yeah.
All
if
right,
we're going to be honest. If we, you know what I mean? But even in Solo being kind of ass and Black Fonz being kind of ass too.
Yeah.
Solo, even throughout the rounds, he be making me laugh.
The most electrified.
Like there's still
your
some
father's uncle, on your mother's side.
In that ass shit he be talking about. So, you know what? Solo.
2-1 Solo. All right, Lady Caution, Bailey Lee. I'll be honest with you. I thought Bailey also, I think Bailey was more of a local girl too. Bailey was solid. Well, had some light moments, but her first round was good. She made Caution fight. Caution was also serviceable. Wasn't the best Caution I've seen. She had a couple.
She was good though.
She had a couple really good moments throughout the battle though that showed the levels. And I gave that battle 2-1, possibly. What was it? Would it be a Madam's 30?
I guess.
Yeah, woman's 30, gentleman, however you want to call it. But it was a good battle back and forth.
Just sounds better.
Gentleman's 30
Can a
sounds better.
female not be a gentleman?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you ask Verb, he'd say Shane is a gentleman.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Geechee Gotti versus Joey Linwood. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was very surprised by Geechee. I was impressed. Didn't expect a lot from Geechee. Sometimes I feel like he just wings these type of battles. Mm-hmm. But, you know, not to get too hung up. Geechee was just Geechee. Joey Linwood was cool. He had some moments, but the story was Geechee in rare form. It was impressive. I gave that battle to Geechee. X Factor versus True Foe. I'll be honest, this was a really good battle too. The only blemish on this battle was X said some wild freaky shit, and it's just like at this point.
They was in the spaces today, and it was like, yo, I think they like X.
Is he trolling?
Look, they was like, I think X Factor uses that as like, that's like his superpower.
To say some freaky shit.
And I'm like, I had to unmute him, like, yo, I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't know if we could just say that's a superpower. Like, you saying some wild freaky shit. Like, I'm not gonna just crown that a superpower.
Yeah, and I know he knows that people know he do it. So it's like,
so is he trolling? I think so.
I think he might be.
I think so.
I thought that battle was really good back and forth, and you can really.
But I ain't gonna lie, he gets freakier and freakier
every time. Yeah. But I really thought he was getting whiffo. He really was. X was having moments.
Yeah, but he was home too, though. Yeah. So that's why
Fair enough.
I give the nod. I give the edge to Foe.
Okay,
yes.
I'm not mad at that. I thought it could have went either way. Also, myself, bros.
I mean, he said some. You saw what he said?
Yes, I saw it.
Like
I don't want to get.
He'd have relations with that man.
Will we get demonetized for saying intercourse? Because it was some freaky shit he said.
Yeah.
Okay, but all in all, I'm always happy to see the dinosaurs come out and show why they are legends. And X Factor
listen, AK. I know I'm no Paul's bros, but what X Factor did went beyond that. What he said went beyond that.
I'm telling you, user, it was crazy, man. He told folks some crazy shit.
Yeah. What he said went beyond the no pause.
Yeah, like, and even everybody in the building was like, "Come on, X." Like it was like that type of vibe. Come on, X. Why? It was like that type of vibe, right? But X was nice though.
He was good.
Okay,
I ain't gonna lie, to see Young Ill, to see X Factor, like these is dudes that like built the shit, right? Part of like they would have their own wing. Right, these two dudes. Mm-hmm. So to see these guys coming back, you know, and
who doesn't love a good comeback story? Shout out to Young Ill, shout out to X Factor. Hope to see more from them brothers, and maybe they can have another chapter to their story careers here in 2024, 2025. More so
Young Ill, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Because X really had a bigger run.
Yeah, more so Young Ill.
Young Ill, we all Young Ill was that prime what could have been story.
Yes.
So to see him back active, and shout out to Verb, because I feel like Verb is behind the scenes really anchoring that.
Can we say Young Ill is like the D Rose of battle rap?
No, not D Rose. Okay. But I would more say maybe like Grant Hill, right? Because you got to understand.
I don't know. I could say Young Ill was an MVP at a time. I mean, he really was the first one out of the St. Louis crew to really pop off.
But like, see, the reason why I say Grant Hill is because when you look at the 7 years of just like trending towards stardom, he really was one of the guys. Performance, characterization, he embodied all of that, and you know, it started to fizzle off for him. And it's good to see it come back for Ill. It really is.
Mr. James, if you just go onto the YouTube homepage, it's in our links. You'll see all the links up there. We got the website. We got the membership link up there. All you got to do is go to the homepage. You'll find it. Shout out to Queen T. She always on timing. What else? What other matchups, Brody?
I'll start here before we get to the two feature battles. I'll see Amora and Yoshi G.
Mm-hmm. Yoshi was looking good.
She was.
Yoshi was looking good.
She was. Now 40 Bars had some words for her after the battle.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
She said that
she said them giddies was stiffer than her wig.
In the what's it called? In the Who battle. And she had a wig in a battle. I guess one of 40 Bars wigs was stiff at a battle. And she said, you know, them titties as stiff as my wig in a such and such battle.
The bob wasn't bobbing.
Yeah. So let's be clear here on something.
Shout out to AK, just gifted a membership.
Amora is one of the newer girls.
Yeah.
She was on the top 5 most attractive battle rapper female list that was popping out a couple months ago. I didn't really know too much of her.
That's where I first seen her name at.
I followed her.
I hit the Instagram and I said, ooh.
Okay, Aussie.
Ooh.
Right? Ski.
Well, got too many of these running around in battle rap.
So, right? So, I'm like, okay. Boom. Now I know who Shorty is, heard her name. Boom. However you get on, you get on. Her and Yoshi have a really good battle. Let's be clear here. Okay. First round, I thought I gave that round to Yoshi.
Same.
Clear. Thought Yoshi won the round. She just thought she won the round.
She showed like poise.
Yes.
Like, I'm you ain't been here like I have before.
I'm about to show you where it gets, how it gets when you battling somebody of the likes of this.
Mm-hmm.
Second round. Now, Aussie won this round. But here's where the story starts. There was a big time discrepancy in the second rounds. Now, not too much complaining, if any, at this point, but Aussie won the round, and I thought she had a wide variety of material. If I would have clipped her round where I clipped Yoshi's round, it wouldn't have been a clear round
but
for
it also
Aussie.
didn't seem like in the second round that Aussie was ODing.
Right.
It did not feel like she was ODing. So it didn't feel like she rapped much longer.
Why I will agree with that is because when she started to turn up was in the overtime. As she started cooking. So when you're cooking, right? And then she had a good pace of fire material leading up to the overtime.
Right.
Third round goes. Yoshi has an okay round. Solid. And then Aussie goes. Now, Aussie went significantly longer than Yoshi this round. And right around the end of, I wouldn't even say, I don't even know if I can call it around the end of Aussie Amora's round because she was ready to go into a whole scheme of talking to Yoshi's.
It sounded like she had.
She said, I'm about to talk to Yoshi. You know what? Her box. Well, let's talk to her. She even leaned over. I'm about to talk to that. I'm going to talk to that box.
Yeah.
And Yoshi, time. She cuts the battle off. She does not let her get to that.
And even if she did that, it might have been better. But she
really uglied up a really good battle. It was going to be a good look for Aussie, and I'll be honest with you, I thought Yoshi represented herself really well at that point. Up until that point.
Shout out to Ruin Your Day.
Yoshi stops her, and in the round, and does not let her continue. Everybody's arguing, and it was a big discrepancy moving forward after that battle about time restraints. So Yoshi gets online. And she says that they agreed to 2 minutes. She was even saying on camera.
She went on a Yoshi
She was even saying 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Now, Calico disputed that.
Yes.
Calico said, I ain't never talked to that girl about no 2 minutes. It was 3 minutes. Okay? But I
didn't even hear him say 3 minutes, and I was in that space. He said he ain't never talk about no time limit.
Okay, so the 3 minutes, because somebody tweeted me and said,
he ain't never talk about no time limit.
Well, that's good, because I wanted to even say, even if he did say 3 minutes, bros, let's stick to Yoshi's claim of the 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know Froze like the numbers, right? I love my analytical department.
I asked you to check something for me.
I love the numbers, and it's something that I want to continue to bring to battle rap at a higher rate. Numbers. Statistics where we can actually break down things.
Statistical categories.
A little deeper than just the opinion, because everybody's got a fucking opinion. But let's actually start bringing some numbers and facts behind some of these matchups, and maybe we can get more of a scoring system, even though there really isn't one in battle rap. So, first round, Yoshi raps for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Aussie Amora went for 4 minutes and 32 seconds. No problem there, bros.
No problem at all.
Even rounds. Now, let me say this. I clocked all 3 of their rounds with and without crowd reactions. Okay?
I don't need without.
I want to be clear here because people always want to find an arguing point. So I just want to let you guys know I crossed my T's and dotted my I's here.
Okay.
Neither one of their rounds, crowd reaction, accumulated more than a minute of added time. It was always around 50 to 40 seconds.
Cool.
Okay? So with the crowd reactions taken out, the time discrepancies are still there. I want to make this clear.
All right, so just give me the actual times.
4:20 for Yoshi first round, 4:32 for Aussie Amora first
problem.
round. Second round, Yoshi G 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
4 minutes.
Aussie Amora 6 minutes and 50 seconds. 7 minutes. Yoshi G third round, 4 minute and 20 seconds. Amora, 7 minutes and 50 seconds with more material.
With more to go.
So let's say we just clock her at 9 minutes.
With more to go. I don't think it's fair to clock her at 9 because, you know, that could have been her last little, you know what I mean? But again, she had more to go and she was at the 7-minute mark.
Okay, so let's break this down. If you're on Yoshi's side, cool. I have no problem with it. I understand it. On the surface, it looks like Yoshi does have a leg to stand on, and to a degree, I think she does.
Yeah, because I'm on Yoshi's side about
the leg,
about not, you know, letting somebody overly rap. You know, I get that. But go ahead, Ro.
The leg to stand on has an ACL injury, though. Okay, so you could stand on it, but how sturdy it is in question. Because Yoshi, when you went on your rant, you said we agreed to 2-minute times. Mm-hmm. Well, by my clock,
PGZ206, what up?
My time calculations, you went over the rounds by 2 minutes minimum every round.
Every round.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you agreed to 2 minutes, well, your first, you went 420. Your second, you went 4 minutes. Your third, you went 420. If I shave 45 seconds to a minute, you're still over a minute.
Yeah, you're still
so
over.
you're over 30-second grace period. I'll give you that. You're still 30 to 40 seconds over the time limit. You're over every round, Yoshi. That is where my problem lies with the way you behaved in the third round. Well, once we both break the rules, you don't get to reset the rules because you're the A side.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So, you're the battle rapper here. If we're battling, and let's say, you know, let's just say the time limit is whatever the time limit is, and you're rapping 2 minutes over the time limit, at what point is, like, you know how you always say you can't gauge someone's disrespect? Like, you if I disrespect you, you can't say, oh, you disrespected me more. Nah, disrespect is disrespect, right? So if you over 2 minutes and I'm over 4 minutes, what's the rule on that?
Again,
like, how can you time me if you're also rapping over the time limit?
Bros, you cannot break a rule with somebody and then set a new rule and expect it to be honored.
So you as a battler, if you're contracted for 2:30 and you rap for 4:30, at what time limit?
If he raps for 6:30, I cannot bitch.
At what time? Like, when are you going to start to bitch? Or what minute mark?
Right around in Amora's third. When
Okay,
she's
so like once we start to get to doubling my time, like if I'm rapping for 4:30 and you now get into the 7.5, 8 minute mark, it's like, all right.
Doubling my time when I'm breaking the rules is insane. So if I am at 2 minute rounds and I'm going 4, I'm already crossing the line. If you then go 7, really at what point can I say something knowing I broke the rules too?
And if we're also looking at this objectively, in the first round they were pretty even in time.
So their first rounds were identical. You know? So the only discrepancies here.
If I was 2 minutes over your 2 minutes,
they both went
in the second round.
They both went 2 minutes over in the first round, basically identically.
She went, and then
Yoshi was not complaining at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second round, I ain't gonna hold you. The time discrepancy was more 3 to 4 minutes. Yoshi still wasn't bitching yet.
Okay.
The problem of when Yoshi pulled it is the timing of it. It looked like Aussie was ready to start burning her.
Yes.
It wasn't like a buildup. You know, at the 5 minute mark, she like, Cal, come on, time. 6 minute, hey, Cal, what we doing? 7 minutes, hey, yo, Cal, she ODing. 8 minutes, time. It wasn't like that. She might have made a comment or two, but out of nowhere, Aussie gets to a point where she about to start cooking. Yoshi, time, no, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Well, I just didn't think it was a good look.
I think also Yoshi skipped all the steps. Like, she went straight to drastic, right? She went straight to drastic. Like, she could have tapped Cal. You know, there was something. I just thought she could have handled it better. I'm not sitting up there and saying Yoshi should have let that girl rap for 8 minutes to her 4.
Listen.
Because that's not fair.
Bro, this is what I will say.
Right, bro?
Yes.
That's not fair.
No, this is what I will say.
But I just thought she handled it.
There's something about, and this is why I don't do it a lot. There's something about being a name, battling somebody who's on the come up. And then when you battle them, they look at this as their big shot. And they think because they're the B side and you're the A side and you have the name that they have to lengthen these rounds and so they're wigging. But essentially, if we agree on 3 minutes and I'm abiding to that, 3:30, 3:40, 3 minutes, 3:20, right? Mm-hmm. This is not a free ride for you to go 6, 7 minutes, 4 minutes over my rounds because you're not as popular as me. That's cheating.
Yeah, but if you're
that is cheating.
You're cheating too.
So no, I said
because I'm cheating more.
You obviously did not hear what I said. I said if I'm abiding to the 3 minutes we agreed on,
okay,
which means my rounds are 3:20, 3:40, 3:50. You know the grace period is what?
30 seconds.
Okay, so if it's
30 to a minute.
Okay,
30 seconds.
So
to a minute.
if the rounds is 3 minutes and I'm staying under 4, I'm not cheating. I'm abiding by the contract. If because you're the littler name and I'm the bigger name, the A side, and you're trying to come up off by bodying me, you don't get a free reign to rap 6 minutes because I'm your big shot. No, you have the same amount of time as I have, and you need to get it done in that amount of time. This isn't, oh, hold on, Rosenberg, the name, I'm a wig on him, I'm OD in every round. No, you're not. No, you're not, because that comes with more money. If I knew we could rap for 6 minutes, my rounds would have been longer. Problem with Yoshi is she broke the same rules she's bitching about.
Yes.
She went 4 minutes over her 2 minutes that she said was agreed on.
Right.
So you do not get to act the way you did when you broke the same rule you're complaining about. Yoshi does not have that much of a leg to stand on in that aspect. And then one of her big issues, nobody will book me. Nobody will book me. Well, Yoshi, you got to get your outer ring behavior in check. You like your emotions are all over the place. You have these random outbursts. We don't know when you're going to spaz. Right?
That's what I'm saying.
And you're playing victim here when I don't necessarily know if you're that much of a victim. And I fuck with you, Yoshi, but I have no dog in the race, and I don't even fucking know Amora. But if you said the rounds were 2 minutes, why did you go for 4:30?
Exactly. And there was other steps I felt like she could have took without being so drastic. She could have tapped Cal, gave him the signal, put the onus on the league owner. Yo, time. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tom Shorty, don't make me be the bad guy.
So I understand Aussie was taking advantage of who she was battling, but you were also taking advantage of the times too.
And then again, it was like the part you stopped her on, it did not look good.
It looked like you're trying to avoid a punch here.
It didn't look good.
And this is what I will say to you, bros, as a battler. I put myself right in Yoshi's shoes, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say I knew the rapper was ODing. As a competitor, though, once you allowed her to go 1 minute over and didn't say nothing, 2 minutes over, didn't say nothing, 3 minutes over and didn't say nothing, and then we get into the 4 minute mark, and she about to hit up, like, you missed your window.
Yes.
You missed your window. You had, at that point, the way you played it, with how long you rapped, how long you let her rap, the way you played it, Yoshi, you had to let her get that off, because now you got a handful of people saying, no, she cheated death. She was about to die.
And Yoshi, you don't look good in those moments.
You don't handle those moments well. You do not look well when you're flustered.
When those pressures is rising,
you do not.
You start looking like you flustered.
Yeah, you do not.
It just don't look good.
Your emotions are everywhere.
Just don't look good.
I hate to look like somebody's picking on you, but no, these are the facts, Yoshi. The facts are you guys both abused the time limits that you... Now, we're not even getting into Calico saying you're completely making that up.
Yeah, he said we ain't talking about
Calico said you made that up. There was never a conversation about 2 minute rounds ever. So I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, saying, all right, well, let's go with your 2 minute round agreements. Well, you abused that. You fucking abused that.
Shorty got into that stance. She said, I'm done talking.
She said, I'm about to talk to that. She leaned down. She's ready to start talking to Yoshi Box. Crowd's digging it.
Yeah. Talk to that. Let me hear it.
It's ready to go down. Yoshi,
and then,
time.
And then you
time.
just had a spaz moment. And you muddied up the battle, and you didn't have to.
And you know what, Yoshi? At this point, because I know I've heard you had conversations when you're talking about, man, they not booking me. There's just a lot of things that seem like it might come with booking you right now. And I think you need to get those in order, right? Because right now you're like a time bomb. We don't know when Yoshi's gonna freak out and trip.
And let's say there's a stain on her name, right?
Okay.
Let's say there is.
Mm-hmm.
and leagues are looking at her that way. She's a liability. She she comes with more than she brings in, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think that episode you had at Cal's event helped.
No.
Right? And if and it don't look like URL gonna book you. I don't know if you're gonna get into that full circle. Mm-hmm. I doubt Remy and Chrome gonna book you again with that debacle you and 40
throwing
had.
water bottles and shit.
So now you only got the smaller leagues and the outside leagues,
which are seeming to making a big push this year.
But you doing that, I don't think it makes anybody want to reach out and say, yeah, let me get that on my card.
Right. I agree. So for me, when I look at it and I break it,
I don't think she thought that one all the way through, bro.
No, I just thought her emotions took over and she made an ill-advised decision live on pay-per-view, and then here we are talking about it. It is what it is. Yoshi, you got to get your emotions in check. You do. And I'm not going to sit here and be mad at Aussie for doing the same thing you did and just did it a little more than you.
Well, real quick too. Let's flip to the other side. To your new battlers, right? Because I said this to Raw. When you lean down and say, yo, I'm done talking to you, I want to talk to that box, in minute 7 of the 3rd round, I could have used that in maybe minute 2 of the 3rd round.
Or maybe in the middle of the 2nd.
Right? Like we...
Yeah, but you know what, though? Aussie got caught up in trying to bury her. Let's not mistake. That was no mistake that Aussie Amora's round was 10 minutes. That wasn't a mistake.
And I get it because you've made that mistake.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You're coming back off a return.
It usually does not work well.
You're coming back off a return. Your second battle off a retirement, you get Tay Roc, and we were contracted 2.5, right?
Yes.
2.5.
Yes.
Actually 2 minutes. 30-second grace period.
I cheated versus Rex.
You had 4 to 5 every round.
And Rex sensed it early. And
he gave you a round.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Second and third.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So Aussie was going there trying to catch a body, and Yoshi was having none of it.
Again, if Yoshi would have looked at Calico in the 2nd round and maybe gave him that, you know what I'm saying? If put it on the league owner. So that way you ain't up there looking bad. It ain't on you.
Yeah, and
he's the one who paid you. It's his job.
And you getting at the B-sides. Let me talk to the owners. Make sure the small details are sometimes the difference from success or unsuccessful, right?
Yeah. I'm
not going to knock Cal. This is his first time booking his own event, right?
For your first time, I'm giving you a 10 out of 10.
For the first, I'll give you a solid B+, A-, Cal. Easy. Great job. Bravo. Moving forward, though, I don't know if you guys are doing handshake deals with the smaller leagues or contracts. Let's say you're doing contracts. It's pivotal that we get that under control.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all, it's 3:30 hard cut. Now, I'll give y'all a grace period. But if y'all, do we need to start bringing the stopwatches back out? Right? Let's try to keep, now when somebody's wigging and the crowd they're having one of those rounds, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But as a league owner, we can't have great battles messed up for minimal reason, right? Mm-hmm. This happened. We got through 8 levels of this battle being really good. We get to the 4th quarter, 2-minute drill, and the game gets ruined. All for something that could have simply been fixed, right? So moving forward, when you're talking to these battlers, A side and B side, please highlight the time limits and make sure that both rappers understand.
Yeah, and Yoshi, keep your composure. Keep your composure.
Okay.
I'm spazzing out.
Tay Roc and Bill Collector.
This was a treat.
If you didn't see this is worth the money.
Yeah, this was a treat for battle rap.
If you only get to watch this battle on the card, it's worth the money.
Facts.
So if you haven't seen it and you want to see some good battles tonight, this would be a perfect one to spend your money on. Tay Roc goes first. Solid rock round. But wasn't really nothing to...
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't really nothing to highlight.
Okay.
Rock started out slow last night.
It actually went, to me, because it was a lot of people saying, yo, they friends, right? This going to be a friendly battle. And Rock's first round kind of leaned towards that.
It seemed like he was battling a buddy.
Kind of leaned towards that.
But Bill Collector's first round was not that.
No.
He was having none of the buddy shit.
No.
And he looked like he was there to annihilate Tay Roc.
We could argue right now that Bill has round of the year.
I think Bill's first round definitely. Now, here's what's funny.
For the first 4 months.
I also think Tay Roc's second would be in the running for that.
Well, I tell you.
Now, even though I don't think Tay Roc's second was better than Bill's first, they both were magical rounds.
No, but that's what I love about Tay Roc, though, is because anytime you see him sense danger.
Yes.
Because, listen, when you up there, you know. You can feel the energy in the room. If you're around this, you get it.
I called Broze after the first round and I said, "Oh my God, is Tay Roc about to get bodied?"
Yeah.
And he said, "What?" Yo, relax. This Tay Roc. Watch this.
Yeah.
Tay Roc goes in his second. Oh my God, he starts firing Bill up. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, whoa. Mm-hmm. Where was this in the first? Well, it didn't meet it. He just woke me up.
Sometimes I think battle rappers make mistakes in their round placements.
Yes.
Because now
it's funny you say that. I had that in this battle.
Because the first round's the first round. You can never especially if you go first. You got
your
to
introduction round.
You're throwing the first punch.
Yes.
The person that goes second, he gets to
respond.
Right? Now, to me, like Froze, you could tell me, like, if you spit a round and after somebody else spit their round, you could be honest with yourself and know.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yo, I don't know if I got nothing for that round.
Yeah.
And even if I got 2 rounds, why would I spit the round that I think is the better of that?
I'll give you an example.
2 rounds?
He goes first, I go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I won that round. I'm up 1-0.
Yeah.
He goes and he wigs it. And the 2 rounds I got left, I'm like, maybe neither one of these can beat this round.
Yeah.
Well, let me spit the weaker of the 2.
Yeah.
Because it's not conceding a round. What you're doing
even if it is.
But it's not necessary. Even if it's that logic, what you're doing is you're saying, you know what? I'm up 1-0.
I'm up 1-0.
I can't go down 2-1 in the second. Let me see if I can steal this round, maybe with performance, but I'll throw this round out. That way, just in case it's 1-1, I'm good to go for the third.
We're playing chess here, especially.
I'm not going to give you my best round of the 2, but here's the thing, bro.
Because
that's all about perception. Because if I know I won round 1, and then he goes crazy in the second, and I got 2 left, and I think one of them's a cooker, can I say, you know what? I got a shot to go up 2-0 here.
But that would go to battle IQ.
Right.
That would go to battle IQ.
I just think it's a roll of the dice because you still don't know how good.
Why try to steal this room back right now when he has all this momentum? I can give him this round and kind of bridge it. But I know in the third, I still got my best round to go.
That's you assuming that his third ain't about to be better than his second.
So again, and then you look at the analytics of it, right? Tay Roc's in a position of, I can't lose this second round.
Right.
I know Bill just won this first round. It's clear.
Well,
that's obvious. I knew Tay Roc's best round was coming next.
I would say with the Tay Roc situation, I would agree with your thought process because we've seen Tay Roc take massive hits in first rounds before. Mm-hmm. Wasn't Geechee versus Tay Roc the same way?
Same way.
And then what Roc doing the second?
Went crazy, and I got to win in the second and the third.
Okay, so you're right. With Tay Roc, once he had that second round, if I'm Bill,
I'd have spit that third round.
The third, because I thought it was his weakest round by far.
I'd have spit that third round.
Would you agree that Bill's third was his weakest?
I thought so.
Okay. I actually had the battle 2-1 Roc edge.
I
edged
debatable.
Roc. Yes.
Debatable.
Listen.
Debatable.
I text Jay Black at the end of Tay Roc's round. And I said, solid round, Black. Bill can win here if he has a good round.
Yeah.
I thought Bill's third was just solid.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad. Nobody had a bad round.
Yeah, because Roc's third was solid.
So now now you're counting punches and points in the third, trying to figure out. If you ask me, it was a.
If Bill spits his third in the second and spits that second third, to me you have a 2-1 clear.
It's a 2-1 clear. If Bill spit his second third, it would have been a clear 2-1.
In my opinion.
Clear.
Yeah. In my
clear
opinion.
if he just replaced his second with his third.
Yeah.
And I lost sleep about that last night.
Yeah.
I lost sleep about that because I said, man, Bill was a round placement away from clearing.
Yeah. Now,
Tay Roc.
either way, if you're a Bill collector,
Bill had a win. Bill won yesterday.
Exactly.
Bill had a great performance.
Exactly.
So if you want to say Tay Roc edged Bill, that's Bill's no loser here.
No.
Bill went up yesterday.
Having a debatable with Tay Roc is the equivalent of having a debatable with Charlie Clips. Is the equivalent of having a debatable with Twerk, with them top guys. Like, So it's not a loss by no means.
Bill
for
won last night too.
Clearly.
Yes.
I mean, not like he won the battle clearly, but he's a winner. He's a winner.
It's like me and Charlie's battle. You know what I mean? Me and Mike P battle. We both walked away. People could say he won. People could say I won. It was just one of those type of matchups. It was a great battle.
Yeah, both battlers had, a black eye.
Yeah. I tell you what, they both were getting the little flashlights in their eyes, checking they pupils and shit.
Yeah.
All for
Busted
sure.
lip, bloody nose, like.
Okay. Reed Dollars, Calico. Walk me through this one.
So, this battle was a letdown.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's how you felt.
It didn't. The main event didn't live up. I thought Reed was good in the first. He had a line like
very nostalgic.
Yeah, he was good in the first. Cal was also good in the first. I'm gonna edge it to Cal. I feel like being a homer, I can make a case for Reed, being as though he was out of town. You know what I'm saying? But I thought Cal was slightly better in the first.
Did Cal seem fatigued?
Cal seemed like he was doing something that he hasn't done before.
Okay.
Which was run an event and also battle at the same time. That's got to be difficult.
It's a tough thing to do.
It's got to be difficult. Cal choked in the second.
Okay.
So, I
Reed jammed up too, though.
I grade in the third.
Yeah. So, at that point, who won the first?
Cal.
Is that 2-1?
Cal.
2-1 Cal?
2-1 Cal. 2-1 Cal.
Not really nothing to drive home here. You got a round one that was clean, and then both rappers choking the next two.
They completed the mission.
Yeah.
Cal completed the mission.
Now, Cal still had a good night. Nobody's questioning the star that Cal is. And obviously Reed is the nostalgic king.
Mac Myron and K Walker also battle.
Oh, shit, I forgot. Okay. Well, you know what? K Walker didn't have a good day.
And he also...
K Walker did not
He also didn't clear the narrative, because if we think about it, outside that straight to it, which really, it was an away game, but it really wasn't, because the straight to it that he was on against
the straight to it when he...
I'm
that was...
I'm going to get to it.
I'm sorry.
Everybody on that card, there was about 7 or 8 battles on that card from Philly.
And there was about 30 people in the building from Philly.
Which means everybody's entourage was there. That was a really...
That
was a Philly crowd.
Now, not only when I battled Ill Will...
When you battle Ill Will, that's what I'm talking about.
So I want to be clear here. If you were from Philly on that RBE event, it was a home game.
It was a home game, for sure.
We were in Atlanta, but everybody, even who was rapping, who wasn't from Philly, was like, yo, this shit crazy, man.
They say K Walker not the same outside of Philly, and he didn't do anything to clear that narrative up. And I will say this. He even rapped a little differently, K. You look scared of him. You look soft. You look scared. You look soft. And
out his comfort zone?
Respectfully. This
Okay.
is how it looked.
Is that
soft spoken?
Okay.
Speak up.
Are you saying? Do you think?
It was like if I was like if K was my brother, I would have wanted to smack him in the back of his shit. Like, yo, like talk louder.
Yeah.
Like grabbed him by the back of his collar. Like, yo, rap.
Now, you know what? When he's in Philly too, he uses a lot of Philly reference lines.
Yeah.
And they hit.
Yeah.
They hit. But the notion that he's not as good on the road is something that's still a topic around K Walker. And I think that it is the reason why K Walker isn't exactly where we think he should be at this moment.
Out of all the Philly rappers, he probably have more home games than any of them. Than any of them.
You smack me in the back of my head?
I tell you what.
When do I rap soft, though?
I tell you what. Listen, I will.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm here rapping like no bitch.
Yeah. Now, right. Now,
respectfully, and I ain't calling K Walker that. I'm saying he seemed uncomfortable.
Okay.
He didn't seem like he was in his comfort zone. You know what I mean? It was light.
Okay.
Vocal projection wasn't there. It just didn't seem like he wanted to be there. And you battling Mac Myron in his home. Got to turn up.
How many home games have you had?
You know what I'm saying? Got to turn up. Again, I like K Walker. I think he's improved a lot. You need
to see that travel outside of the city.
I didn't see that grit. I just didn't see it. I didn't see it. That same passion that he battles with.
Well, when we go on the road, what do they say? Yo, y'all Philly niggas rap different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You didn't see that from Walker.
Nah.
That grit.
Nah.
Okay.
Now, Reed doesn't show it that well either outside.
You know what? Reed.
Outside of home either.
Yeah, Reed.
That same grittiness, that same growl.
Yeah.
it loses a little
Reed
bit.
versus
when they're out of
Easy
town.
is a good.
Reed was home.
He was very passive aggressive against certain dudes.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
But all in all, again,
those guys ain't really been traveling well. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, and I think that's what needs to happen with the Philly rappers too. They really need to start working on their material outside of the city, outside of the East Coast, and really get a little bit more relatable with some of the up to date, topics and style of battle rap, and that's okay.
I felt myself doing that all battle. Like, come on, K.
Yeah, come pick it up.
Like,
turn
K,
up.
like,
Turn
K,
up.
Like, he's smacking the shit out you, bro. Like, you just going like we're just gonna continue to let it happen. Like,
shout out to Mac Myron too. He hasn't had a lot of hot success since he left RBE. He went to URL a couple years ago, and he was hot.
yeah, they shelved him.
And it just looked like he got shelved. And it's good to see him back outside and maybe being able to turn a new corner on this up and coming year, moving into the back end of the year. So all in all, shout out to the city of Detroit. Shout out to Pontiac, Michigan. The whole MIT. Eager to see another event from you guys. I thought it was more than serviceable. You guys look like you've been doing this a long time, and it was a good addition to the local sub leagues that the major leagues kind of overshadow. So it was good to see another riot type, bullpen type atmosphere. Gates of the Guard. I
would
enjoyed
love
it.
to see Ill Will on the card.
Me too.
He did great on the
He
commentary.
was amazing, man. He was
Now,
amazing.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know who would battle him out there.
I'm not battling Ill Will, Michigan.
Yeah, I don't know who would battle him out there. Maybe
Easy?
Bill Collector. Maybe Bill.
Maybe Easy.
I'm not battling him if I'm easy out there. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I'd like to see him versus Easy too, though.
Has he battled Bill yet?
Ill Will versus Bill. I don't think that happened.
That'd be fire.
Yeah, it would be.
That'd be fire. I'm for that.
I don't think they battle, bros.
Yeah, maybe Cal should holla at him. I tell you what, if he was able to get that Rex verse clean, that car would have been crazy.
Moving forward, y'all, we got a few super streams coming up. There'll be a little, gap in between the announcement of the schedule, and obviously, I got a battle this Saturday out in Cleveland. Bumba versus Don Marino, 1-rounder, little warm up. Yes, I said warm up, but I don't want you to mistake the level of intensity I'm about to bring to Don. I see a lot of people saying, "Yo, don't play with Don," and it's like, why would I, right? And then 2 weeks after that, I got Av in the trenches in Miami.
Time out, Raw. Peyton 20 said Reed was good in Vegas against Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn versus Chess.
Mm-hmm.
LA versus Nitty.
Yeah, he was.
Wherever against Surf. So I somewhat disagree with he got to be in Philly.
I don't think he said that. What he said is what we see glaring with K Walker. He said he sometimes sees that with Reed, because then I can say, well, he struggled versus Big K in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right? He choked versus, Reed's got about 4 or 5 to match the good performances too. So if there's been a big,
also around a choke per battle too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you actually look, Reed chokes every per battle. You know what I mean? So if he goes one, the next one chokes, good choke. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I love Reed too though. So it's okay. We agree to disagree. And then we got Av. I want to say this real quick.
Av was in Spaces talking like
Av is
like you're just an afterthought, Brody.
Yeah. So then maybe Av is as dumb as he looks, right? Because I hear him talking, I ain't even start right, and maybe that's all bullshit. Gamesmanship. Maybe he's just trying to throw some bait out there. I'll be honest with you,
unbelievable though. I ain't gonna
taking 3 battles in 2 weeks with Rosenberg Raw on the schedule, I'm gonna make you pay for that. I can assure you. It's not a joke on any level, and I hope you don't cut any corners, because I'll expose that you cut the corners. Right? If you aren't Av as advertised, like the Av that everybody says, the crazy puncher, if you're not that Av, you're gonna
Av you should be preparing for.
You're gonna die.
Oh,
right? Like, when do I talk like this? If you're not the Av that let's Av on his A game, you're going to die. I'm not playing with you. I haven't battled in 7 months. I'm in the prime of my battle career, right? I know everything I do well. So fuck what you do, right? I'm not one of those guys. What does my opponent do? No, what do I do well? How can I master that? So within my ability, capabilities, and my skill set, I've mastered it. And I say that humbly. If you think that you can come up there and be 60% Av, 70% Av, 80% Av, and win, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. So that's, and for me, I feel like that's a, I'm giving you, what's the word, bro? I'm looking out right here. You know, like I'm giving you a heads up. I don't even have to give you, like I'm warning you.
Say no more.
Yeah, like I'm warning you. I'm telling you, if you cut corners, I'm going to fucking kill you. Like it's not going to be a pretty sight. So hopefully you're the av as advertised, because I can't wait to point my finger in front of all the knee scrapers' faces. Who said I was gonna die. Like you don't know what I do. Like you don't know how many people I done smoked. Right? And I really feel like I'm top 20, top 50.
I will say this.
I really feel like I'm top 20 and top 15 in the world. And the fact that I'm not talked about enough about it, I'm a little bit tired of that too. Right?
There's a lot of unexpected battlers in the Rosenberg graveyard.
So for me, you know, this is going to be one of the first opportunities to show people I'm kind of like not fucking playing with these niggas no more. Right? A lot of people are cheating the game, half-assing it. And we're going to show you what actually real dedication looks like.
And look, you don't have an excuse. You ain't battled in what, 8 months?
About 6, 7 months, yeah.
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 It's that time.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Going to Miami. my girl Coffee gonna be out there.
He said, party on the beach with the Venus on all night until the break of dawn. I'm going to Miami. I hope you gonna be in Miami, Av. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. Now, anything else, bros?
I'm hungry.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Gonna go get some chow?
Yeah, I can eat.
Love is love, y'all. Frozy.
It's big